Hey guys, this is Lele. What's going on? As you know, my video is always a very raw. So this is the livest you'll get. So what's going on? I hope you had a great week. So I just wanted to come out on this video today and kind of share with you some of the things I learned. So my aunt and uncle were in town visiting. They stayed with me for a few days and we just talked a lot about a couple things. And one of the interesting topics for me was just talking about relationship. Now they've been married for about 30 years. They got married very young in their 20s. So I did decide to like chat with them separately. I wanted them to give me some pointers to share with you guys because I think with this age group or even younger, a lot of people are looking for marriage and maybe don't have a lot of great examples of healthy marriages or healthy couples. So, and plus, you know, the world is just teaching you something completely different. So we're kind of like torn of the best way, what's the best ways to go about looking for a relationship. So what I did speak with them individually, like I said, I had my aunt tell me some perspectives, things that a woman in their single life right now should be thinking or should be kind of processing through their mind because they're looking for marriage and what, you know, they should be thinking about pretty much. So I have 5 things from her, like, and I literally threw this out on her like really last minute. So she sat down with me and she was throwing stuff out and I was like, oh, just five, please don't school me today. Just 5. So I'm gonna share with you her 5. And I did speak with my uncle as well, and I'm going to share that in another video because their perspective is very, you know, very helpful. And I think you guys might find it helpful too, maybe things that people have said to you in the past. So this is what she mentioned. So the first thing that my aunt said for us ladies, right? She said that we must be ready and know that we are going to have to submit, but we're going to submit to a person who shows us a love, who shows up a great deal of love. So I know that everybody's talking about, oh, the ladies need to submit, they need to submit. But for her, she was saying that, yes, you're going to want to submit because you know that that person is giving you so much love and you just feel like there's like, you know, that's the best way you can honor them because they are honoring you. So that was her thing, that, you know, that she suggests that, well, she informed me that we are going to have to submit if the person is providing us the love that we need. So that was her first thing. Her second thing that she mentioned was that that we ourselves have to find something that's amazing about us because the men, the guys out there are looking to see what makes us different from the next person, because that's what's going to make them treat us different or, you know, present us to their family because they see something in us that they don't see in other people, in other females. So I hear that a lot. If you listen to other people saying, you know, how did you know that she's the one, when they ask the guys and they're like, yeah, there was something different about her. So for us, we do need to kind of figure out what it is that makes us different from the next woman, but also carry ourselves in a really great way so that it can be seen, that it's very obvious. So yeah, that was definitely a good one. And the third one she said was that we are not the boss. Okay, she said, listen, you're not the boss. I said, wait a second, I work on the boss. But she was like, no, we are not the boss and we are not to act like we're the boss or say that we're the boss or think that we're the boss. And she said it in a way in which it's like, you don't want to be the person to say, this is you, this is you, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do. She's saying that let him be the one to see this attribute or this skill or this thing about you, and then let him be the one to give it to you or let you have that role or, you know, give you full access to it. So her example was like money. A lot of females like, oh, you know, I'm going to handle the money in the family and all that good stuff. And, you know, sometimes it's very easy, but, you know, for that to happen. But it's really should be the guy seeing like, wow, she handles her money so well, or she does this so well, she does that so well. And it's just so natural for him to be like, you know what? She should just be responsible for it, or let her be the one to manage this portion, maybe raising the kids a certain way, disciplining, whatever it might be. But just don't think that you're the boss. He should really be the one to kind of assign you something. And I'm just like, assign me something, but I understand what she means. Yes, I do understand that, you know, you want your skills to be seen and for him to like entrust you with whatever he wants to give to you. So it's not that you're not the boss at all. It's just that you don't need to present yourself as the boss. Okay? So that was her third. Her fourth one was the fear of God in him. So because my aunt and my uncle are really Christian, you know, we've always lived the Christian lifestyle. For them, for her. She said that for the person to have like a level of fear for God or desire for God. So if you see that in him, then it's also going to be very natural to see that in the way he treats you, in the way he speaks with you. And I know even in like other religions too, if this person believes in something bigger than him, has a certain faith that they carry, or just know that there's something bigger than him, he will like talk to you and just do things very differently, where he understands that he's getting his pretty much direction from something bigger than him, and then he's gonna take that same attitude and the characteristics and all the great things that come from God, and then be able to present that to his wife. So that was a big thing for him to really show, like, you know, he's very he has a level of respect for his belief in God and their faith, so that can trickle down to the way he treats you. So that was number 4. And her last one was that you have to show a level of respect for him and for who he is and his family. She was saying that you have to like have a genuine care, not just, you know, basic, hey, was, you know, just on surface level, but like deep down, like, you know that he's sensitive, and know that, you know, he's feeling certain ways, but be very attentive and pay attention to these things, especially when it comes to his family, because the family is going to be important to him, and that's, you want to be able to get in good with the family, but you also want to do it like very truthfully and genuinely, because if you show that you really care about the individual, he's going to be like, oh, this girl really loves me, or this girl's really looking out for me. So you want to make sure that you are that you have a great level of respect for him, his family, and who he is. So those were these few things that my aunt mentioned. Now, like I said, these two, my aunt and uncle, have been married for over 30 years, and they're actually from Haiti. So they were raised differently from us here in the States. So I know it's not a bias, but I think some of that the tradition, I wouldn't say tradition, but you could say that lifestyle, where the men are really manly, like very masculine, and then the ladies are very feminine. They have their poise and their grace and all these wonderful things that you've learned, you know, for a regal lady. That's who we should be, you know, aspiring to be. And of course the guys, you know, we need them to step up to be guys too. So just being able to see that relationship was really great for me. Not that my parents have been married for a very, very long time, but I didn't really see that those dynamics with them. They were a little bit I don't know, just not the healthiest, you could say. And I think watching their relationship kind of steered me away from, like, if this is what marriage is supposed to look like, it's not for me. And it definitely steered me, and I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. If we did not have that great experience or great examples in front of us all the time, we're probably shying away from relationships. So this is the reason why I